Alright, pardon my music while I rock out to my little guitar stuff while I shoot this little video. This is going to show you how we're going to do the balance sheet. Now, keep in mind, I'm using a program called Excel that is going to do some of the math for me. And that's okay, because the point of this is so you all can do the math. But what you'll see is where the numbers end up when we put our transactions in. All you're going to do, the only thing you'll do differently is you'll do the calculations yourself when editing your next balance with your previous week's withdrawal or deposit. So let's make a date for this. So the grandma gives me $100. Let's call that 10/19, right? Oh, 10/9, doesn't matter. I'll say grandma gift, right? We're just describing it. We're just talking about what it is. Now, she didn't take money out of my account. She put money into my account. When you put money in, that's called a deposit. So I will put that as a deposit, and that makes my balance. My balance will match the transactions that have happened to it. So we're going to keep on this date theme. I'm going to make it everything the next day. The next day, I buy a new Xbox game for $60. So I'm just going to type in there Xbox game, right? Now, I didn't get more money. I took money out to buy it. So I put the $60 in here. And what I didn't do, so what this shows is my balance going forward is disregard these bottom 40s, but my new balance after I take $60 away from my 100, I have $40 left, right? So next line, let's say this is October 11th, right? I go and I buy boba for my two sisters and myself. So what I'm going to actually write this as is when you have to pay your employees, right? You're not just paying one, you have to pay all of them. So I told you pay your employees $2,100 each. So you have to think about how many employees you have, how many people in your group. So this is about 3 boba. So for that, I can't just spend the $5, right? $5 for one of them, $5 for another one, and $5 for mine. That makes $15. And now we see what's happened to my account. My balance has went down again, right? I started with 100, I took out 60, I have 40 left. I spent another $15, I have 25 left. So what's going to happen next? Oops. So I put a new date in, and I'm going to write a check for $40, right? I'm just going to say check. And a lot of times when you see on the bank statement, I'll have a check number. So I'm just going to call it check 24345. Right? That's the check number, right? And so that the amount of it is a withdrawal. I'm paying out when I write a check, right? So what can happen to you is you can get fines from your bank if you withdraw more than you have. So what happens when I draw out 40? What happens? I went negative. So when I was at 25, I didn't have enough to cover the 40. So the 40 took out all the 25 and then went 15 into the negative. And we know that because we're learning with our number lines, and we're also learning how to add the opposite. Then, Dad got worried about me. He didn't want me to have a negative account. So what he said is he's like, hurry up, throw some money in your account so your bank doesn't hit you with an overdraft fee. Overdraft is what your bank calls it when you spend more money than you have. So I'll call this money from Dad. He gave me more money, so that I'm going to go and I'm going to put that in the bank. And what happens is that brings my balance back positive. So now we have witnessed what can happen when I put money into the bank and then when I take money out of the bank. And the balance is just showing what happened to the previous balance when this new transaction happened. So basically, if I look at this row right here, right, I put in $100, and so I have a balance of $100. Now this next row here says If I withdraw 60 of those dollars from that previous balance of 100, I will have 40 left. So we apply one row, the withdrawal or deposit, to the previous balance. And that gives us our current balance. Okay? Good luck.